All right, let's just dive right into this explainer. We're going to take you from absolute zero to confidently snapping together full, perfectly structured German sentences using a super simple building blocks method. If you've ever felt totally intimidated by German sentence structure or just wondered how to casually talk about your daily life, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to break this notoriously tricky language down into manageable, logical pieces that you can easily put together. Now, before we even start assembling those sentences, I want you to jump right in and think about the answer to this question. Welcher Tag ist heute? What day is today? Keep that right in the back of your mind, because today is literally the day you master German daily routines. We're going to give you the exact tools you need to answer that question and map out your entire week. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll hit the days of the week, telling the time, mastering those tricky separable verbs, putting it all together, and finally, mapping out your actual weekly routine. All right, part 1. Days of the week, or die Wochentage. Take a look at these. You're going to notice right away that these share a ton of DNA with English, which honestly makes them incredibly easy to memorize. We've got Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, and Sonntag. I mean, Montag sounds just like Monday, right? And Freitag is practically Friday. These shared Germanic roots give us a massive head start here. But here is an absolutely crucial detail. Days of the week are nouns in German, which means they must always start with a capital letter. Literally, no matter where they fall in the sentence. A Montag lerne Deutsch is spot on because Montag is capitalized. Throw a lowercase m in there and boom, grammatically incorrect. It's a tiny detail, I know, but getting this right instantly makes your written German look incredibly authentic.
Moving on to part 2, telling the time, or die Uhrzeit.
Okay, super quick but vital rule for you here. At exactly 1 o'clock, you say 1 Uhr, never 1 Uhr. See, when you're just counting numbers, sure, it's eins. But the second you add the word Uhr, which just means o'clock, you drop that S. So 1 o'clock is simply 1 Uhr. The rest of the hours, exactly what you'd expect. 2 Uhr, 3 Uhr, you get the idea. Now, minutes are where things get a bit more dynamic. Everyday street conversation uses a 12-hour system. You'll hear Viertel nach for 15 past and Viertel vor for 15 to. Official train timetables and stuff, they stick to the 24-hour clock. But if you're just grabbing coffee with a friend, 7:15 is Viertel nach 7, literally a quarter after 7. 8:45, Viertel vor 9, a quarter to 9. These are totally standard, universally understood, and honestly perfect for where we're at. Oh, and here is a fantastic memory hook for the half hour. In English, we look backwards, right? We say 7:30. But German looks forward to the next hour. So 7:30 literally means halfway to 8, which is 7:30. No way, right? If you want to say 8:30, you look forward to 9, making it 8:30. It takes a little mental gymnastics at first, but once it clicks, you'll absolutely never forget it. So to connect these first two blocks together smoothly, we need some glue. And that glue is our prepositions. Always use am for days and for exact clock times. Just like you'd say on Monday and at 8 in English, the German equivalent is am Montag and 8 Uhr. You definitely don't want to mix these up. You wouldn't say Montag or am 8 Uhr. It is strictly am for the day and for the time. Every single time. All right, on to part 3, the real game changer. Mastering separable verbs or trennbare Verben. So check this out. Little prefixes like ab, an, aus, or auf actually attach themselves to main verbs to spawn entirely new words. For example, if you take the prefix auf and slap it onto the verb stehen, you get aufstehen, which means to wake up or get up. Or kaufen means to buy, but add ein, and einkaufen means grocery shopping. But here's the catch. They act like a crazy puzzle in a sentence because, exactly as the name suggests, these verbs separate. Just watch how this verb literally splits in two in a simple sentence. Ich stehe 6 Uhr auf. See what happened? You identify your prefix, keep the core verb stehe firmly in the second position of the sentence, and then you just kick that prefix all the way to the absolute end. Like a grammatical caboose. It's a foundational rule. Core verb in position 2, prefix gets tossed to the end. Part 4. Putting it all together. Alles zusammenfügen. Now pay super close attention to the order here because this is where the magic happens. If you start with a day, which honestly is a very natural way to speak, the verb absolutely must stay in position 2.
This is the unbreakable verb second rule in German. Because am Montag takes up slot number 1, the verb stehe has to take slot 2. And that forces the subject, ich, to jump right after the verb. Then we slot in our time, halb sieben, and cap the whole shebang off with the prefix auf at the very end.
Look at how beautifully these blocks snap together into a perfect, native-sounding sentence. Am Montag stehe ich halb sieben auf. On Monday, I get up at 6:30. I mean, read it out loud with me. Am Montag stehe ich halb sieben auf. It is so satisfying when you realize you aren't just parroting memorized phrases, you're actually engineering a complex sentence using pure, beautiful logic.
And finally, part 5, your weekly routine, dein Wochenplan.
Now we take everything we've learned and map it onto a real-world schedule. You can literally convert every single row of this planner into a flawless sentence using that exact step-by-step formula. Look at Tuesday. Dienstag. The time is 8:15 and the activity is calling mom. Mutter anrufen. Anrufen is separable, right? So snap the blocks together. Am Dienstag rufe ich meine Mutter Viertel nach 8 an. What about Wednesday? 18:45, 6:45, and einkaufen, to shop. Am Mittwoch kaufe ich Viertel vor 7 ein. It's literally a formula, and it works every single time.
Just look at this whole paragraph here. Meine Woche. Take a second and realize that in just a few short minutes, you've unlocked the ability to read and understand this entire cohesive story. You know that halb sieben is halfway to 7, so 6:30. You spot that fängt and an come from anfangen, to start. You see the for days and the for times, just perfectly placed. You, my friend, are officially reading and comprehending structured German.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final challenge today. I want you to build your own sentence about your Sunday plans. Was machst du am Sonntag? What are you doing on Sunday? Because learning a language isn't just about memorizing giant lists of vocabulary. It's about mastering the architecture of thought. Once you understand the blueprints, what else can you build? Think about it. And definitely be sure to visit Falowen.app to keep this German journey going. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and hey, happy sentence building!